What's going on, people? Jay the Black here, back with another video. I want to talk about Juvenile, rapper Juvenile. If you don't know who he is, he's a rapper. He started off with Cash Money. He was pretty much their top artist, even when he was in the group called the Hot Boys. You know, he was in a group called the Hot Boys. It was him, Lil Wayne, Turk, BG. Well, he became pretty much the star of that group, and he was doing his own solo thing, and then he left Cash Money and went independent. And he was independent for a while. Then he came back to Cash Money a couple years ago. And he did an interview on The Breakfast Club, and he talked about how he's still doing shows. You know, he's still getting money. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, Juvenile still, you know, he's still doing it out here, you know. But apparently, according to this article, he's in a little bit of child support debt, and he was arrested because of it. So the New Orleans rapper Juvenile jailed over $150,000 child support debt. That's him right there. The New Orleans bred rapper Juvenile has been jailed after a judge found he owes $150,000 in child support payments. Following a performance Friday night, Terrius Gray, 42, was booked into New Orleans jail during the early morning hours of Saturday on orders of civil court judge Nikesha Irving Knott. I want y'all to take a look at that name. A black female judge, that's who it is, had him incarcerated. Does that surprise you at all? Irvin Knott ruled in May that Gray must spend either 30 days in jail or pay his child support debt to Dion Williams, who had a son with the rapper. Court records note that the amount Gray was jailed over is tied to 2012 and 2013 ruling that determined he was about $170,000 behind his payments to Williams at the time. He then paid $20,000 of that amount to her in April, court records said. So he gave her 20 grand April of this year, seems like. Williams accuses Gray in court records of failing to pay more than $71,000 in child support payments between 2013 and last month. But it does not appear Irvin Knott has ruled on that argument. Gray also skipped several court hearings in the case, said Williams' attorney Doug Howard. Gray's name is spelled Terrius in countless media reports, but court documents spell it Terrius. I don't know why that. Anyway. Judges in Louisiana have the authority to jail people who fail to pay child support, though it is not all that common to see it happen because it is more difficult for most defendants to gather the money they owe behind bars. Now, that's a good point. Putting somebody in jail is not going to get money to the baby's mother. But of course, this judge does the exact opposite. However, judges presiding over child support cases have been known to jail defendants in arrears who may have more economic means than average people as a last-ditch effort to force payment. Now, I will say this about Juvenile. If he is purposely not paying child support, that's on him. Now, if he's making payments regularly, then that's fine. But it seems to me like he had a ruling. He wasn't paying, so they had to put him in jail. Gray had a well-publicized 9 p.m. concert at Southport Hall in Jefferson on Friday. He was taken into custody shortly after completing the show at the venue. 2 sources with knowledge of the circumstances told the New Orleans Advocate. So they just waited for him to do the show and then arrested him. New Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office Deputy Warren Warfork Jr. placed Gray under arrest. His office provides security for the city's courthouses and is one of the agencies that serves arrest warrants issued by them. Howard on Saturday thanked the sheriff's office for jailing Gray, saying this shows the system works no matter who you are. So he's happy that they put him in jail. This lawyer, who's all about money, he doesn't care about his clients, is happy that they put Juvenile in jail. He's happy about it. He says it shows the court system work. Why? Because you think he's going to get paid? You think you're gonna get paid? That's why you're happy that they put him in jail? What I would tell men who have the means to pay their child support, just pay your damn child support. You had a kid with that woman, pay your child support, because this is exactly what's going to happen. I mean, I can't fault the mother if she's just following up on a judgment that was ruled 4 years ago. Or even now it's like 5 years ago. So Juvenile, man, just pay the money, man. I know you have it. You may be at odds with her. I don't know what's been going on between you and her, but you just need to find some way of paying that child support. I can't make an excuse for you not paying it, but I will say this, though. Her lawyer is full of shit. And her lawyer is trying to get money by any means necessary so he can get paid. He can give a fuck about her. But a lot of you dudes, man, y'all have kids with these women. You got to make sure you're on top of your child support, man. That's all I can say. But let me know what you think in the comment section, or let me know your thoughts.